I'm Ben Wyzer, and I'm a happy man. Who and where is it written that people have a right to have kids? Have a right to have kids? Does that Constitution say it? That everybody has a right to have kids? Tell me, I want to know. Tell me, do you know people who have kids who you think should not have kids? Yes, of course you do. So do I. So why do we allow it? Who are these people, these mental demented people? Who are these that we don't want having raising children more shallow and more stupid and dimwitty than the parents are? Who are these people that we don't want to breed? I know 5 kinds of those people. Clearly, any parent who drops the kids off at the mall, very rude, very irresponsible. If you don't want your brat kid around the house, then why do we want them running around our mall or our streets? The answer is we don't. That's number 1. If you drop your kid off at the mall, you should never have been allowed to have children. Number 2, any parent who says that they live for their child, they live for their kid. We don't want such shallow, talentless people to have kids. If you are shoving entertainment at your kid 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that is your entire life, then we don't want you ever to have kids. We especially don't want you to ever be a grandparent. Number 3, any parent who lets their kid wear sweatpants, jogging pants that have words printed across their butt. What do they need words across their butt for? Are you fit to be a parent? If your parenting skills, if your parenting decisions are that stupid, don't you see that it tells us that you have no clue how to teach a kid anything decent? While you're at it, don't forget to share your marijuana and whiskey with your 10-year-old either. Might as well make sure they marry a wife beater. Duh. Wear those sweatpants with words across the back. Keep the family traditions. Oh yeah. And guess what? Mom is wearing the fat woman stretch pants too. And what? The word hottie is across her 4-foot wide butt cheeks. Oh, that's what we want to breed. Now the 4th type of people who should not be allowed to have kids. If your kids have to have their college paid for by me, by the public, they should be taken away from you. That's right. If you think I'm paying your kids college and I have to do it anyway, moving them across the country, I'm going to send them to college, I'm going to change their name, and you'll never be allowed to see them again. I don't want you to poison them anymore, right? You failed. Number 5, if you're an NFL fanatic, that is as bad as a professional wrestling fanatic. We already know that pro wrestling fans should never, ever be allowed to take their pants off. They shouldn't be allowed to breed. Do you think that an NFL game is real? Do you think that league is real, like it's a real sport? Do you think it's not fake entertainment? Of course it's fake. Of course it's manipulated to make one team shine magically. Oh my goodness, look, it was a turnaround. All they're trying to do is get you to spend money to see this entertainment. It is not a sport, idiots. Do you think you should be allowed to have kids? If you think the NFL is real, do you think that the team name, just because it's named after your city, has anything to do with your city? No, it doesn't. It's not your community. It's a stupid sporting show. It's a show. It's not your city. It's not home pride. It's an idiotic thing that you're gonna spend your money on to spend 2 hours to do absolutely nothing. You should not have kids. Take the test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should you be allowed to have kids? Leave it up to me. I'll decide. If you are of those 1 through 5, you obviously can't make the decision, can you? Any dog can reproduce. That's right. They find another dog in the dirt and they do the deed. Dog in the dirt and they do the deed. No dog lives for their kids. You know what? They give birth to them. They teach them a few things and they let them go. And that's what you need to do. If you're not dumber than a dog, teach them a bunch of things and then let them go. One last thing, and this goes without saying. This goes very much without saying. But since you're pretty stupid, let me tell you again. Why does the world need to continue with any fat family bloodlines? Why are they allowed to breed? Do we really need fat families in this human race? No! Care about the human race. I'm Ben Wyzer. Listen to Ben Wyzer.